Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6.
Freezing rain coats pavements with invisible ice. Why New Year's Day could come with deceptive driving conditions.
Plus, Sunnyside makes their budget deadline with a special meeting. The supplemental funding the city can no longer afford.
Also ahead, a community begins to heal after a teen's murder. How faith leaders are reclaiming a place of violence with hope.
And now a live look outside from our SkyCam network. Meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacy Lee tonight as temperatures dip this week. But could they rise before the weekend? Find out. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Hi, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. It is the final Tuesday of 2025.
Well, it looks like 2026 isn't getting off to the best start when we're talking about weather on Thursday. Freezing rain is expected to affect parts of the Columbia Basin and Northeast Oregon.
New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you what drivers need to know to stay safe on the roads.
The week after Christmas is one of the busiest travel times of the year, and it looks like it could also be one of the slipperiest. And that's because New Year's Day is forecasted to have freezing rain, under 1/100th of an inch to be exact. And that may not sound like a whole lot, but our weather team says that it doesn't take a ton for conditions to affect drivers.
And the tricky thing about it is when it's on the roadways, it looks like rain. So like if you hear about black ice, the tricky thing about black ice is that it just looks like a wet spot on the roadway. But in reality, it's a slick spot.
Freezing rain happens when the air and ground temperatures are at or below freezing. But precipitation still falls as rain instead of sleet or snow. Even the slightest bit of freezing rain can make roads slippery, especially on bridges. The Washington Department of Transportation says that if it looks like things are going to get slick, they're ready to make sure all highways and state routes are safe to drive on.
We will have trucks out patrolling, keep an eye on the roads, checking weather on an hourly basis, so we are ahead of it. And if we need to, we can go pre-treat or actually start de-icing if needed.
And just like in any rough weather, drivers are advised to give vehicles in front of them more space and to stay alert and pay attention to what other drivers are doing.
I mean, it's a holiday, so there's going to be a lot of people out. If you see these trucks out running and they got their strobe lights, they're out there for a reason. So if they're seeing these trucks, you know, there is a potential that there could be some slick roads.
And of course, make sure to slow it down. Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
The freezing rain is predicted to start in the afternoon on Thursday in the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Hermiston, as well as other parts of the Columbia Basin and Northeast Oregon.
And staying on that topic, it wasn't a white Christmas, but could some areas see a white New Year?
Joining us now with your updated forecast is our very own Hayden Nix.
Yeah, let's talk about the forecast because there is a lot to unpack here. You've been talking about the freezing rain potential, which we're still a little bit out from that, but hey, prepare now. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. If you are planning to do any kind of festivities, go ahead and get the groceries and things now while the roads are dry and there's no problem with them because that will be changing plans as we head towards Thursday. 31 as we go into the evening hours. We're still looking at an air quality alert for that air stagnation where we just got a lot of high pressure that is sinking the air down. It's not mixing out, so a lot of the pollutants like cars and anybody that's just burning in a fireplace, it's not able to lift out of the atmosphere below the surface area. So that's causing some reduced air quality. Temperature wise, it's a chilly one out there. We've got 26 degrees towards the Blues, 31 in Tri-Cities, as well as 34 in Hanford. We're going to continue to see those temperatures dropping tonight, looking at 25 for the Tri-Cities area, 24 in Sunnyside, 23 in Yakima. For tomorrow, 20s and 30s on board after seeing some potential freezing fog in the morning, and we'll keep some cloudiness by the afternoon. Of course, the big story will be the rain and freezing rain potential going into New Year's Day. We'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, Hayden, we'll see you in just a bit. Now to continuing coverage. The Sunnyside City Council now has a weight lifted from their shoulders as they raced against time and approved their final budget this week.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shows us the new budget and what it means for the community.
Facing a hard deadline of December 31st, Sunnyside Mayor Dean Barosma felt the pressure, but with the budget finally approved, peace of mind has settled in.
Well, I wish it would have happened a month ago, but it is a real relief, and yeah, finally a sense of peace. We have a budget that's balanced, and we can move forward into 26, and we know that we've got that all set up.
A pivotal element in balancing the budget is a $1 million investment fund waiting in the wings to mature by March, ready to strengthen the city's finances.
Budget is balanced as passed, and that assumes the injection of funds from an investment bond that we have. So we don't have to amend the budget when that comes in. However, if we don't require that much, then it's going to take an amendment to reflect that. If we get an injection of cash from a different source, if our revenues increase, or if our expenses drop and we decide not to put that in there, then that does require a budget amendment.
One cherished part of the community's lifestyle is secured. The community pool will stay open, but with the new operating schedule.
This is an activity for our young people. They need something to do, and so it's very important that we have that available for them. Other sporting events and that kind of stuff is important as well, but the pool is a big gathering point in the city.
To keep the city on steady financial ground, a hiring freeze will be in place for the first quarter, allowing city leaders to reassess resources and fund balances before making commitments.
This gives us an opportunity to step back and assess how things are going, how the year is looking. We still have some questions about the ending fund balances for 25 and for 2024. And before we get into where we're going to be able to make some commitments, we all want to know exactly where the city is with those ending balances before we commit to moving forward.
Residents should also brace for an increase in their garbage bills. This hike is due to third-party fees beyond the city's control, a change driven by fiscal realities.
What had happened is we had been supplementing those increases and not charging it back to the citizens adequately. And so they were getting a break, which is great for them, but it was costing the city a fair amount of money out of our general fund, and we can't afford to do that. So we had to pass that along to the consumers.
The garbage fees will rise by 5%, with 2.5% attributed to the garbage company itself, and the rest helping the city avoid operating in the red. Reporting from Sunnyside, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
The mayor confirms that both police and fire departments are fully funded in this budget. Wendy?
Well, the mayor of Sunnyside not only closed out the last special meeting of the year, but also his last meeting as mayor. At the meeting on Monday, he ditched his usual polo and sported a customized shirt his wife gifted him. He also took the time to hand out his last 2 mayoral coins, one to Councilwoman Vicki Ripley and the other to a previous mayor who served as a mentor to him. The mayor then outlined the next steps for the city to fill his vacant seat come the start of the new year.
What happens in January 12 is our first regular council meeting, and I won't be there, so the deputy mayor will step in that interim as the highest elected official for the city. Then they, at the beginning of the meeting, will conduct an election for a new mayor and a new deputy mayor. And it can be any council member who's serving on council legitimately, and they will select the mayor, and that mayor will serve for two years.
He says the process usually takes about 15 minutes. He added he'd like to express his gratitude to the city for allowing him to serve on the city council board.
Staying in Yakima County, but in other news, about 30 community and family members gathered today to remember Francisco Serrano Martinez, the Yakima teenager who was shot and killed last week. The Moment of Blessing event was put on by the Yakima Association of Faith Communities. The organization is an interfaith group and holds events like this one to honor people who die violently. Colby Roberts, a rector from St. Timothy's Episcopal Church, says the blessing also helps restore a sense of peace in a place marked by violence.
That which was taken from us by violence and death, we reclaim as a place of life, community, and hope.
Roberts says this is the 10th Moment of Blessing the organization has put on this year alone. He says he hopes each one will be the last.
I wish we didn't have to do this. I see the hurt, the grief, the loss in people's lives. There is no reason for this much violence to occur in this place.
Serrano Martinez's death is still under investigation. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, the comprehensive plan update that could bring critical community projects to Zillah.
Then Hayden Nix is back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. If you're heading out on New Year's Eve, he'll tell you how cold it's going to get. Stay with us.
Look, if you're getting older like I am, you're probably beginning to realize that sooner or later you're going to need some medical care. And sometimes the best place to get that care is in your own home. It just is. So if that's your situation, I suggest you call Chinook Home Health Care. There should be a number on your screen here to refer to. You give them a call. They are the people who will take care of you.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
Walker's Furniture must sell all 2025 inventory immediately. So, this New Year's, for 26 hours only, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off. Or leave your credit cards at home and take advantage of zero money down, no minimum purchase, and zero interest until 2031. Furnish every room of the house for less this New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Since 1947, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 112, has proudly trained skilled electricians through our apprenticeship program. Serving communities across Southeast Washington and Northeast Oregon, we've powered residential, commercial, and industrial projects with dedication and expertise. From today's energy demands, data centers, solar and wind farms, Local 112 electricians deliver safe, reliable solutions. Local 112, building a brighter future.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
You're watching Apple Valley News Now live at 6. The city of Zillah is seeking community feedback as it prepares to update its comprehensive plan next year.
Michael Graham, the city administrator, says the changes could regard parks and recreation, development regulations, capital facilities, and transportation, along with infrastructure. He says updates to the plan could also open the door to possible future construction projects, including a sports hub, community market, and public safety building.
The plan is updated every 10 years, and Graham says community members will be able to share their thoughts.
We're going to have a very exhaustive, extensive public engagement part that's going to encourage and invite them to be part of creating that 20-year vision for the future. And then we will take those ideas, those desires, those needs that the public has, incorporate them into the plan, which then serves as the foundation for us to take actions going forward.
He says the process will start in March or April, and the plan will be finalized in the fall. In the meantime, an online form is available for public feedback.
On the Sports Beat tonight, in large wrestling tournaments, there can be periods of downtime for athletes as they wait for their next match.
New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable asked wrestlers at the Winter Cup about the unique ways they stay ready for competition.
Wrestling is a very physically demanding sport with very little to no time to take a breath once the whistle blows. At large tournaments like the Winter Cup, the amount of different athletes and schools competing can lead to longer wait times.
With long spans in between matches, you have to find a way to energize yourself, and it seems like each individual wrestler has their own technique.
I like to rest a lot, sit down, kind of cool off, but I don't like to sit down too much because it just kind of gets your head away from the wrestling state of mind. But like a little secret trick I use is I do like honey. I eat a lot of honey during in between wrestling matches, like a little natural energy boost for me.
For the wrestlers who have earned higher seeds in the tournament, they get the benefit of having a bye, meaning they get to wrestle one less time than some of their competitors.
Feels pretty good just knowing after I weigh in, I have extra time to just refuel, rehydrate. It's also good because I could just take a nap, because these things start early, so you gotta wake up earlier and just weigh in, eat, refuel, and I could just take a nap.
For Ethan Tristan, the extra rest certainly didn't hurt him, as he came in first in the 150-pound weight class as just a sophomore.
My coaches were telling me how good of a job I've been doing. Usually I don't really wrestle like that. Usually I'm a little sluggish. It's pretty late, but I felt like I did pretty good.
In a sport where it's just you and the opponent out there on the mat, it's important to keep your mind sharp, no matter how you go about it. In Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
The Winter Cup has now wrapped up for 2025, and teams will get ready to head back to school and continue with traditional dual meets against opposing schools.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about in the forecast here. We have got fog, we've got freezing fog, we have got rain potential going into New Year's Day, and also some freezing rain potential. So let's get right to it and try to unpack this the best we can. So for tomorrow and on Thursday, we have got at least enough moisture in the atmosphere. Temperatures are going to be cold enough. We have got the fog creation criteria met. Now, with the temperatures below freezing, there is going to be a freezing fog concern. Generally, for all locations, especially in the valleys, reduced visibility of less than a mile. It will create a light glaze and also problems on the windshield. So make sure you give yourself some time to hit that defrost on there. And that will be from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. for tomorrow, and that'll be the same scenario as we wake up on Thursday. Then we'll transition out of that. Don't forget, we do have that stagnant air problem that will persist in the forecast through Thursday as well. The big ridge of high pressure that is keeping things quiet is finally going to weaken and move east, and this is going to give way to a couple of low pressure systems coming out of the Pacific Ocean to introduce some rain potential. It's going to be low end, 20 to 30% for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but that is where we're going to see a lot going on with the temperatures and the moisture availability. So let's take a look at the weather pattern here, shall we? There's those low pressure systems I'm talking about, and as we move forward in time, we're going to get a little bit closer because until Thursday, things are going to remain pretty benign in the forecast with not a lot of fanfare outside of that stagnant air problem. Once we get to New Year's Day itself, so New Year's Eve is looking fine out there outside of some fog problems after midnight. So you ring in the new year, you're home, you should be safe with any other problems not coming back into play until closer to sunrise. Then we start talking about the rain potential. Moisture builds in, and then here comes the rain potential by the afternoon of New Year's Day. Now I've got the temperatures turned on just to show you that if you're monitoring any kind of weather app besides ours and us, you might notice temperatures a bit too warm like this one. I think these might be a little warm by around 5 to 6 degrees, and really that could be closer to freezing in that problematic area of creating freezing rain. So be advised, be cautious with that. Pre-treatments of the roads should help mitigate a lot of the issues, but if we're 1 to 2 degrees warmer, this could be just good old-fashioned rainfall. But if we're 1 to 2 degrees colder, this could really set up to be a problem for Thursday evening. So we'll be watching that closely as we go into Friday as well, as those temperatures will once again be flirting right around freezing to start out. Now, rain forecast through at least next Tuesday, not a lot in the valleys. Most of it's going to be occurring in the higher elevations where we'll generate a lot of liquid precipitation that could translate to some snowfall, especially in the Cascades area. The Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 5 inches trace in the Cascades, US 97, and also looking at the Blues, a trace to maybe 2 to 3 inches where Oregon 304 is located there. Tonight, though, we're going back to the top of the forecast. We'll have those temperatures dropping into the 20s and some low 20s out there, especially like Ellensburg, with a high tomorrow of 34 in Helensburgh, as well as Tri-Cities, that being the favored number for Walla Walla as well. The extended forecast for Tri-Cities, New Year's Day, 30% chance, a high of 34. So we are going just a touch above freezing during the time we could see some moisture, but it's thereafter once we get into the evening. That's when it could be a problem. Again, New Year's Day. 39 Friday, rain chances continue into the weekend where temperatures will attempt to warm into the forecast for the Tri-Cities area as well as Yakima. And we're also seeing 40s possible for Ellensburg this weekend. So we're going to warm up. That's not a bad thing, especially after seeing these very cold temperatures lasting for the last few days here. We'll have 48 Saturday, 49 Sunday for Hermiston, 46 on Monday. And then Walla Walla looking at a 60% chance of rain potential Friday as well as Saturday where you can make it to 51 degrees. Talk about balmy out there.
Yeah, 51. That sounds nice right about now, doesn't it?
It's been cold, I'll tell you that.
It's been brisk.
Yes.
Yes, very.
I feel it.
Very chilly out there. Yeah. All right, well, still ahead. Speaking of weather, a storm front departs, but weather threats persist. Glad that's not here. The treacherous conditions from the Midwest to the Northeast when we come back.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish is coming to an end for 2025. But before it wraps, we want to acknowledge and thank Idaho Community Credit Union, IBEW Local 112, Chinook Home Healthcare, and Yokes Fresh Market. Also, a big thank you to viewers who submitted names of people in our communities who need help. Because of these efforts, many families had a much merrier Christmas and will start the new year a bit better off. Christmas Wish from Apple Valley News Now. See you next year.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at McCurley Honda. Right now, enjoy financing as low as 3.99% on a wide selection of new Honda models, from sporty Civics to spacious CR-Vs. Explore our lineup and find the Honda that fits your life perfectly. With our friendly team ready to guide you, great deals, and no-pressure service, there's never been a better time to drive home the Honda you've been dreaming of. McCurley Honda, your way home.
The Kia Season of New Tradition sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Get an additional rebate when you purchase any new 2025 Niro, Seltos, Sorento, Sportage, or select Tellurides in stock, including hybrid and PHEV models. Get a 2025 Telluride EX X-Line all-wheel drive for just $46,617 and 0.9% for 60 months. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
The chill of winter has always been warmed by the glow of tradition, which sometimes starts as a simple gift that is then passed from generation to generation. The holiday season gives us just one more reason to find joy in the little things. And as years fly by, we realize the true gift is actually in the time we get to share together. This season, as past gifts turn into today's treasures, here's to creating that one more cherished moment with the ones you love. Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, celebrating tradition since 1905.
Is it cold outside? Chuck here from Pizza Speedway in Kennewick. Swing by and grab hot pizza in minutes. Right now, buy one pizza, get one free of equal or lesser value. Limit one per customer. With this deal, you can get 2 large pizzas for $17 plus tax. Call ahead or walk in to order. Then cruise the drive-thru or step inside to pick up. Just mention this ad for the discount. Cozy up with a slice and a flavored energy drink or soda infusion. Visit us today at 525 North Edison in Kennewick. Pizza Speedway. Dinner in a flash.
All right, check this out. A storm front that has been wreaking havoc in the U.S. is shuffling off the East Coast today, but hazards remain. Here's what it looks like. More snow is piling onto existing drifts in the Great Lakes region. Forecasters say this week's totals could reach 3 feet in some areas. Many Americans across the country also face the bitter cold today. That follows days of brutal storms in the northeastern quadrant of the U.S. Meteorologists say blizzard conditions made it hard to see in some Midwestern areas.
Yikes. Well, in New York City, the countdown to the new year is on. Check it out. Crews in Times Square gave the iconic ball a test drop today. It's ahead of the New Year's Eve celebration, of course. The new and updated Constellation Ball at Times Square was unveiled last month. It includes more than 5,200 Waterford crystals and LED lights. This year's drop will include an America 250 design to celebrate the country's 250th anniversary next year. New Year's Eve celebrations at Times Square have been held for 122 years. Look how cool that thing is. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to ring in the new year, with millions around the world watching online or on TV. Do you watch the iconic ball drop?
100% every year.
I do too.
I don't miss it.
I love to stay in. That's my thing.
Yes.
Stay in, don't go crazy on New Year's, and watch the ball drop in my pajamas.
That's right.
Nice and comfy.
Love it. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, we're going to tell you about a unique New Year's celebration bringing peace, wellness, and connection. Plus, meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacy Lee, and it's cold here.
Just a little bit cold. Hopefully a little bit of a warm-up could be on the way to your area soon. We'll tell you all about it when we come back.
From our family to your family, season's greetings.
Don't forget, we give free evaluations and second opinions on injury cases. You might just have some questions. Give us a call and we'll tell you what to bring in.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Welcome to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Kennewick, where every visit feels like a celebration of flavor, friendship, and Northwest hospitality.
As the executive chef, I actually get to work out front a lot, so I'm delivering food to the guests. I'm able to talk to them, and I personally enjoy working our grill and doing the steaks like our ribeyes and our fillets and really great cuts of meat. It's just nice to be able to create something and then see the customer, try it and really enjoy it.
When I see new faces that I haven't seen before, I like going over and talking to them, making sure they have a good time.
Kitchen staff here has me so spoiled. It's hard for me to go out to eat anywhere else because they are fast and efficient, and I think the presentation is beautiful. I think that we have servers that really care about their job. I can see how much they care about their tables and their customers and making sure that everybody leaves happy.
The time you're here spent with us, we're going to make you laugh, have a great time, and make you part of the family. A popular drink for sure is going to be the lemon drop, which comes in different flavors such as huckleberry, strawberry, raspberry, or a classic. But my job in particular is to make sure the guests are happy and smile.
From handcrafted cocktails to chef-inspired dishes, every detail at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar is designed for one thing, making you feel right at home. Join us at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick, where every day is a celebration of great food, great drinks, and great company.
some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Don't forget, we give free evaluations and second opinions on injury cases. You might just have some questions. Give us a call and we'll tell you what to bring in.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
This card is going to be the ticket to the rest of your career. Welcome to American Idol University.
American Idol is back.
We're heading to Nashville
to find the best undiscovered talent.
I can't believe people like you still walk through that door.
This is going to be my favorite class of the year. I will think about you probably for the rest of my life. I didn't think I'd ever get to be somewhere like this.
American Idol premieres Monday, January 26 on ABC and Hulu.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30.
Do you need a health reset? The end of the year checklist that could impact how you feel in the new year.
Plus, she announced her leukemia diagnosis in an essay last month. Now we remember former President John F. Kennedy's granddaughter, Tatiana Schlossberg.
And Hayden Nix is tracking your First Alert forecast as the news continues now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It has been pretty cold out there. I feel like we can't complain this year because it has been warmer up until this point, but now we're kind of in it a little bit.
We're finally, the things are changing.
Yes, a little bit colder out there, chance of some freezing rain. Is snow headed your way too? Hayden Nix has all the answers.
Hey, I'll go ahead and say this. New Year's Eve, and you're ringing in the new year, not expecting any big worries as far as the forecast is concerned. It's once we head to New Year's Day, we've got the story changing a little bit. So just breathe the sigh of relief. If you've got any plans, New Year's Eve is still looking okay out there. 31 degrees, though, this evening. It looks gorgeous out there. The problem is we still have that darn ridge of high pressure that won't allow the air to mix out. So we're keeping a lot of the surface air not able to mix out, and so pollutants like vehicles driving around and then those who may have fires going on in their homes and smokestacks coming out, it's creating that stagnant air problem in the valleys, and we'll likely see this persist through Thursday until we can get a low pressure system out of the Pacific moving on shore to finally create some lift and allow for us to have rising air instead of sinking air, which is what the ridge of high pressure is doing. Temperature wise, we're holding in the 30s right now. We'll go into the 20s overnight tonight, and then as we move into the day tomorrow, we'll start with some freezing fog being possible, and we'll also have those temperatures only warming just a few degrees above freezing, so be prepared for that by the afternoon. Once, as I said, moved into New Year's Day, we will have that chance for some freezing rain. We'll talk about how that's expected to play out across the area coming up in a little bit.
All right, Hayden, thanks so much. The clock may be ticking down on 2025, but you still have time to take care of your health before 26.
Mandy Gaither talks to a family physician about what to cross off your year-end health checklist.
You're done checking off that holiday shopping list. Now it's time to move on to another one.
This is a great opportunity to take stock of what's going well and what's not going well in terms of your health.
Dr. Keisha Davis with the American Academy of Family Physicians says first up on your year-end health checklist, taking stock of your medical needs. If you have conditions like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and obesity, determine if you need a health reset in the new year and factor in family health history. Next on the list, preventative maintenance.
Are my vaccines up to date? Are those cancer screenings up to date for women? Have you gotten those, pap smears and breast exams? For our gentlemen, have you gotten the prostate cancer screening? For everybody, have you gotten the colon cancer screening or lung cancer screening if you're a current or former smoker?
Davis says to also go over the medications and supplements you're taking. Maybe some can be consolidated, decreased, or discontinued altogether. Next, check on your mental and emotional well-being. That includes social connection before and after the new year.
Even though people often are all around us, it can also be a time of feeling really lonely.
And finally, look at your lifestyle choices. Are you getting quality sleep, good nutrition? Do you exercise? All are critical for overall health.
You don't have to wait for New Year's to start that resolution. You can start it right now.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Davis says the last things on that checklist should be making sure you've submitted all of the FSA claims you have and receipts for this year so you can be reimbursed, and take a look at your health insurance in the new year to see if there are any changes.
All due at 6:30, we have learned that today Governor Bob Ferguson announced that the west side of U.S. Highway 2 between Skykomish and Stevens Pass will fully reopen to traffic starting Sunday, January 4th. The east side of Highway 2 between Stevens Pass and Coles Corner opened with restrictions late yesterday using a detour and pilot car that will operate 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Those restrictions will remain in place for months. Several sections of US 12 were damaged and closed during the recent historic storm and flooding. Crews have worked to clear and repair damaged roads and have reopened sections of US 2 as soon as it was safe to do so.
If your plans include checking out a New Year's Eve event tomorrow night, there is one unique way to do just that.
In Richland, an alcohol and phones-free celebration is focusing on wellness, connection, and transformation. The event is titled Angelica, and it is set to take place at the Ruby Gallery and Events Hall in Richland's Uptown. The experience, organized by local group Sacred Echoes, starts at 8 p.m. and runs for about 3 hours.
Well, unlike a traditional party with loud music and chaotic crowds, Angelica features an ecstatic dance set, a curated sound journey meant to encourage movement, surrender, and reflection.
When you think about New Year, it's a reset, and it's not just about resolutions. I do goal setting every year, but I think that it's very important to come together in community and do something positive and think about, who do we want to be in this new year?
After the dance, the night transitions into stillness with a sound bath and guided meditation experience.
Attendees are encouraged to bring pillows, blankets, or yoga mats as they journey inward, releasing old patterns and setting intentions for the year ahead. Former President John F. Kennedy's granddaughter, Tatiana Schlossberg, died today after a battle with cancer. She was 35. Her death comes a month after she announced a terminal leukemia diagnosis in an essay in The New Yorker. She said doctors found the cancer just after she gave birth to her daughter in May 2024. She was a published author and had previously written about science and climate at the New York Times.
Several artists are canceling performances at the Kennedy Center. Jazz group The Cookers backed out of 2 gigs set to take place New Year's Eve at the Washington, D.C. venue. They issued a statement saying they play music that, quote, reaches across divisions rather than deepening them. That appears to be aimed at the center, adding Donald J. Trump to its name earlier this month. Artists including Doug Verone and the Dancers and Christy Lee also announced they are canceling upcoming performances as well. They specifically said the name change is why. The center's president, Richard Grinnell, said renaming the center honors President Trump's leadership as the arts institution's new chairman.
Dead batteries, slick roads, accidents, and breakdowns. Winter weather can be dangerous for drivers.
Absolutely. Consumer Reports explain how to winter-proof your car, plus a cold weather concern affecting electric vehicles.
As temperatures drop, roads can quickly get slippery. In 2023, about 100,000 crashes involved sleet or snow conditions. And even if you don't see snow on the road, watch out. Black ice can form when moisture freezes on the asphalt, and it's often invisible to motorists.
You want to be prepared.
Michael Crossan is the lead auto test technician at Consumer Reports. His advice? Winter driving safety starts before you hit the road.
You want to make sure that your tire pressures are set, that you have decent tread on your tires, and that you have good windshield wipers and washer fluid in the car. Overall tread depth and tire pressure are critical for maintaining traction in the snow.
Getting your car ready is only half the battle. You also need to make winter smart decisions once you're behind the wheel.
Just in general, slow down. You're always battling physics. If you slow down from the get-go, A, you're less likely to lose control, but B, if you do lose control, the outcome and the consequences are greatly reduced.
And if you do encounter a slick spot,
stay calm, look where you want to go, and steer where you want to go.
Maintain firm pressure on the brake pedal and let your car's anti-lock brakes do the work. You'll feel the pedal pulsing under your foot. That means they're working.
Your car has a lot of built-in systems that will help you in the case of a skid or slide, and you want to trust those systems.
For electric vehicle drivers, cold weather brings another challenge: shorter range.
You could actually lose up to 30% of your overall vehicle range in freezing temperatures, so you're going to want to plan ahead and plan out your stops along the way.
In the end, the best way to stay safe in winter conditions is also the easiest.
If you don't have to go, stay home.
This is Jamison Herman.
Consumer Reports has one more tip. Keep an emergency kit in your car. The right supplies can help get you moving again or make it safer and more comfortable if you're stuck waiting for help.
Coming up next, it is Tuesday, and tonight we are flying the Northwest. We will take you along to a family-friendly ski resort with stunning views stretching to Canada.
And speaking of winter weather, is some headed your way? Hayden Nix returns with your full First Alert weather forecast when we come back.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
It's the New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 60 months no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. The New Year's Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas wish is coming to an end for 2025. But before it wraps, we want to acknowledge and thank Idaho Community Credit Union, IBEW Local 112, Chinook Home Healthcare, and Yokes Fresh Market. Also, a big thank you to viewers who submitted names of people in our communities who need help. Because of these efforts, many families had a much merrier Christmas and will start the new year a bit better off. Christmas wish from Apple Valley News Now. See you next year.
Do you get into a funk or depression during winter months? It could be seasonal affective disorder. There's information on how to fight back at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Grace first walked through these doors simply looking for a way to stay active and useful.
I came here and asked if I could volunteer. They said sure, so I started, and I didn't know where to quit.
You are our Volunteers Count winner. You just won $1,000.
The age of 92 and still coming is just so inspirational. And I always tell her, I'm like, you're my goal.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? you should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
It's the New Year Super Sale at Denver Mattress, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99 and score 60 months no interest and free shipping. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Thanks for staying with us. 49 Degrees North is the largest ski area in eastern Washington, celebrating 50 years at their current lodge.
So we are headed slopeside to see how an 80-year tradition continues to grow as we fly the Northwest.
When people drive into Quinns, they're utterly amazed because we're nestled on the Clark Fork River, deep in this beautiful canyon. It's very rugged, it's gorgeous.
Look around you, you get every day it's a different scenery, and the wildlife, just the atmosphere, the foliage, it's all great. The fishing, the hiking, the hunting, if you're into that, it's all here, right in paradise.
The hot springs is the real draw. What would Quinns be if it wasn't a Quinns Hot Springs Resort?
And by the way, they actually opened for the 2025-26 season on December 28th. And with terrain for every skill level, it's clear why this hidden gym is gaining national attention.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, let's get to the meat of this forecast here. We have got freezing fog potential for tonight and tomorrow. We've got rain coming in on New Year's Day and possibly some freezing rain. So there's a lot to navigate here, but let's do this chronologically, starting with the freezing fog potential, because that will be for tomorrow morning and on New Year's Day morning, where visibility will be less than a mile in most locations, if not all. And this is going to be for a time frame from anywhere from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. and we get enough of that air to mix out at the surface. Again, that will be both for tomorrow and for New Year's Day as well. And with that, we're still dealing with some of that stagnant air with that ridge of high pressure really not letting loose. But once we make it to 2026, we'll begin to see some changes coming our way, and that's going to be in the form of some rain potential, as you can see here in the Tri-Cities area. That's kind of reflective of the General Valley here. We've got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday increase in rain potential from 20 to 30%, and this is why. We have got a couple of low pressure systems currently residing out over the Pacific Ocean. They are expected to move onshore within the next 24 hours here. And while they do, we are going to see an increase in the cloud cover. That starts taking place tomorrow. And then we'll start to see some excess moisture coming from those clouds once we move into Thursday. So for all of those who are planning to do any kind of New Year's Eve fun, everything is looking in good shape there. The fog concern won't be till after midnight, so hopefully you've got your plans in place of where you're staying once you get to that point and ring in the new year. After the fact, we'll start to see the problems coming again on Thursday morning. Speaking of which, let's move it towards noontime. We are beginning to see that rain potential moving in from the southwest. And while we watch this, notice the temperatures here. I've got these turned on for a reason. Notice how we're forecasting to be a degree or two above freezing, or maybe right at freezing. These readings are a little more aggressive on the warm side, and I think that we'll see a lot of apps on your phones doing this. In reality, it's probably going to be a lot colder than that because we just don't have enough there to work to mix out the air. So just be advised that's going to be a problem as we move through the day on Thursday. So we could see a lot of this translating to freezing rain potential Thankfully, though, moisture amounts will be pretty light, so we're not expecting much more than just a glazing, but that is going to be something we'll have to watch closely as we move into Friday as well. And then we'll finally begin to see temperatures warming up enough through the moisture that we do see where it's just some general rainfall, but we'll also be watching possibly some good snowfall accumulation in the highest elevations of the Cascades. Now, speaking of totals, now this is liquid total. Cascades will see the greatest amounts there, less than 1/10 of an inch in the valleys. We'll see in the blues there anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to a little more than 1/2 of an inch. Now, as far as that liquid translating to snowfall, the Cascades, Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 5 inches. The Cascades, US 97 at a trace. And then the blues, Oregon 204, 2 to 3 inches will be possible there. Back to the top of the forecast tonight, temperatures will be down in the 20s and low 20s for that matter, mid-20s for the valleys. Wednesday will be a little bit on the above freezing side with those readings in the mid-30s. Your extended forecast for the Tri-Cities area shows 34 New Year's Day, 39 on Friday. We'll try to get there. It may be a degree or two too warm at this point. 43 and in the 40s for the general areas of Ellensburg and also for Hermiston. We might even see some locations trying to flirt with 50 degrees like Walla Walla by Saturday and Sunday.
Still ahead, the world's tallest birthday candle lights up New Year's Eve, why the Washington Monument will become a canvas for America's 250th anniversary celebration when we come back.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Ring in the new year with First Night Tri-Cities at Giza Carousel of Dreams presented by Seattle Children's Hospital. Join us December 31st from 4 to 9 p.m. for true family fun. Starting with unlimited carousel rides, bounce houses, interactive activities, and live performances. Tons of fun for everyone and spectacular fireworks. Make memories this new year with First Night Tri-Cities. Visit firstnighttricities.com or scan the QR code now. Purchase your tickets today to speed up entry at the door.
Every day is a balancing act. With work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU, a credit union that puts members' financial success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tri-Cities.
Look and feel your best this holiday season with special pricing on Botox and fillers at Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Smooth, fine lines, add natural-looking volume, and step into every celebration with confidence. We also offer a full range of dermatology services and products to keep your skin healthy year-round. To schedule your appointment, call 509-588-4555 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Happy holidays.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
Looking for a great gift idea this holiday season? Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar's Holiday Bonus Gift Card Deal is on now. Purchase $100 in gift cards and receive a $20 bonus. Head to twigsbistro.com for more info.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Quick, what's trending for you? Some are calling it the world's tallest birthday candle, we are talking about the Washington Monument, which will be illuminated with a projection show for New Year's.
How about that? You can see how crews were testing out the display this morning. It's part of next year's Freedom 250 celebration of America's anniversary.
Starting at New Year's Eve, the monument will be lit up with large-scale projections showcasing the nation's history. Very cool.
Very cool indeed. All right, what also is cool is our weather. We'll have a final check when we come back.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, causing irreversible vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Ask your doctor about Izervay.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay is the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for new GA patients. Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression, which may help preserve your vision longer.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Slow your GA. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Let's get one last look at that extended forecast. Starting with the Tri-Cities, we are anticipating those temperatures to stay pretty chilly out there with mid-30s for tomorrow and Thursday. We'll introduce that rain/freezing rain potential for New Year's Day, but we've got to watch that temperature very carefully. We're just within a degree or two of this transitioning to just a cold rain or developing ice accumulation on elevated surfaces and on the streets there. So just be careful out there. Worst case scenario, 1/10 of an inch of glazing at best, and then we're dealing with just around 1/10 of an inch of liquid precipitation if that's the case there as well. This will be the same story for Yakima. Temperatures, though, will be improving as we head into the weekend. We'll finally get enough air to mix out. We'll try to get temperatures to warm into the 40s.
All right, well, be safe out there on the roads, everybody. We'll keep an eye on it and keep you informed as we get a little bit closer to this freezing rain potential. Oh my goodness, what a way to end out the year and start the new year, right?
That's right.
Well, here we go, 2026, almost here.
Almost.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hoping your news is good news.